Saturday haul on for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with another product that I purchased from the brand Prequil. I had hauled a few of these skincare products, I would say like 2 weeks ago or so. I found it inside of Target, and the whole range just kind of intrigued me. But my favorite product out of the two that I bought, even though the cleanser is really nice too, is the cleansing oil. I will be repurchasing that. I liken it to a dupe for the Fluorasis cleansing oil, which is just amazing. So anyway, I bought their sunscreen. They didn't have this in the one Target that I went to, and I went to a different one in a different town last week, so I grabbed this one. It's the Sun Barrier Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Semi-Transparent Moisturizing Sunscreen with a natural radiant finish. It's got 18% zinc oxide, bioactive antioxidant compounds plus bisabolol, pH 7.5 plus, 1.7 fluid ounce, 50 milliliter squeeze tube. So this is the box packaging right here, and these products I believe are made in the USA if I am not mistaken here. I'm not seeing that information on the packaging or the tube, but it's this guy right here in any event. And so I have used it by itself, and I've used it mixing it with other things as well. And it feels nice on the skin and everything like that, but by itself it can get a little bit stringy. So that's where putting a few drops of a facial oil in it will help just smooth it over the skin, and it'll also help to let foundations and stuff go on, at least on my dry skin type, better. But when I used it by itself, it wanted to kind of get a little stringy on the skin, if you will. So again, that's where that oil comes in. So it's just got a light, fleshy tone to it, but it doesn't really offer any coverage. I love that it's got the SPF 50 in it, but it's got this light pinky tan color to it. It's quite thin for an SPF 50 mineral sunscreen as well. And it does feel nice on the skin. So I'll continue to play around with it and mix it with different things and kind of use it how I've been using it. But again, I've really been enjoying kind of investigating this Prequil brand that I got at Target. I also got a different shade of the MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Concealer. I believe I had hauled NW10 last week or the week before. I'm not 100% certain on that. But it was just too dark. It deepened up underneath my eyes, but I really like the formulation of this, so I got the NW5, and this is the concealer that I've got underneath my eyes today. And I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't keep the NW10 shade as well, because mixing the two is probably going to be my perfect shade. But I'm kind of tired of doing that with concealers. I always have to seem to buy two shades in a range to make the blend to suit my skin tone. A lot of them anyway. One of my favorite ones that I haven't had it too super long, but I've really been enjoying it a lot, is the By Terry Hyaluronic Serum Concealer. And this is the shade 1 Rosy Light. This is pretty much my perfect shade, and the consistency of that guy's really nice. In any event, this is the NW5 Studio Radiance. I love the packaging. Feels nice and substantial. And again, this is the concealer I've got underneath my eyes. I can definitely mix it. I've got other concealers that are a little bit deeper, that I could just put a dot with and kind of mix it to get my shade. But the consistency is really thin. It blends out nice, and you can see just by looking at that how much coverage just that little bit has. So I just put a little baby swipe on my inner corners and blend it out underneath my eyes, and that was plenty for me. So again, I really like the formulation. That's why I went ahead and got a different shade in it. But this guy's got 0.37 fluid ounces or 11 milliliters, which is a nice amount of product that you're getting. And it's made in Canada. So again, that's the Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift in NW5 right there. And then I picked up a few products from Jane Iredale. They came out with a new foundation. It was available on Ulta. And so I got the shade 34 Light Medium, and it's the Skin Tuition SPF 30 Radiance Boosting Liquid Foundation. There's a total, I believe this is a 1 ounce. Yeah, 30 milliliter, 1 fluid ounce, made in the USA. So it's this guy right here. Again, it's a new foundation from Jane Iredale, 15.6% zinc oxide. I really like the ingredients on this when I read it online, and then I also like that it's got a mineral sunscreen in it, SPF 30. So when I first put this on, I used 3 pumps. just thinking that I needed 3 pumps because the Clinique foundation that I did not like that new Clinique foundation. It had like very little coverage and like 10 pumps on my face or something like that. Anyway, I went in with 3 pumps of this guy right here, and it was just like too much. And wow, with the coverage with 3 pumps. So 2 pumps is what I have on my skin today, and it was plenty to give me a medium coverage. This is definitely one that you can build up to be super full coverage as well. I thought when I first got it, I was like, oh, I ordered a shade that's too deep, right? Again, this is 34 light medium. It's got the expiration on the bottom as well, as does that Prequel sunscreen, which I always love when products do that. But I thought that was going to be too dark for me. But once I blended it out on the skin, it kind of just blended really well for me. And if I had used this probably by itself without any like sunscreen underneath it, it might, you know, be a little bit deeper than it actually looks on my skin. But I've been using the CeraVe, and that's what I have underneath this, not the Prequil. The CeraVe SPF 50 and the SPF 30 mixed together, and those are both mineral sunscreens, and that SPF 50 is a really, really strong like white cast to it, so it probably does lighten this up to be just right for me. Because you can see right there, it does, you know, it's got a bit of depth in it. So what I might actually do, because I don't mind extra color, I might just take the CeraVe tinted, the medium shade, there's like 3 tinted versions available, and put that on without the SPF 50, and then put this over the top and kind of see what shade I got. But I do feel like my mineral sunscreen, the SPF 50, did lighten up the foundation a bit to kind of be my perfect skin tone again, if you will. But really, really nice coverage, very comfortable on the skin. I haven't really felt a need to want to like douse my face with face spray after I do my makeup with this, so it feels just like kind of hydrating on the skin, which is really nice. But you can see how pretty that makes the skin look. I'm really, really happy with this foundation. Again, that's the shade 34 light medium. I believe it had a cool undertone to it. It's got a glass jar with a pump, and then this is what your cover looks like. And again, this is what I've got on my skin today. And the other Jane Iredale product that I got is a lip color, and this is a new lipstick from the range. It's the Color Luxe Hydrating Cream Lipstick. These have got 0.07 ounces or 2 grams of product, and the shade that I got is Toffee, also made in the USA. And it's got that slim bullet style packaging. It's got a click style closure, and this is the lipstick that I've got on today. And I kind of with my look, a pink lipstick like something like MAC's Cream Cup would have looked a little bit better, and this is kind of the exact look that I wore yesterday with MAC's Cream Cup. But I wanted to kind of showcase the lipstick because it's a really pretty formulation as well. It just has like mineral kind of scent to it, if you will, or like a slight lipstick scent, but not like overbearing. It doesn't make my mouth taste or anything, but there's no like added scent to the product. It's got really nice opacity. It's very creamy, and for being like this pretty nude shade, I would think that I would have got a little bit more of a ring on the inner rim of my lips, you know, but for doing a bunch of talking and stuff throughout the day, it's not that bad. I just get a little bit of gathering, but not bad at all. And it stays really well too, and you can see it's got this little bit of a shine to it. Just put a little more on so you guys can kind of see it. And I've got it on with the Colourpop lip liner in BFF. It's this guy right here, and it's kind of a perfect lip combination. Let's see how much you can see about that much product. I've used this quite a few times since I've gotten it, but that is the shade Toffee again in there. Color Luxe Hydrating Cream Lipstick formula. And again, it's really pretty. I might have to check to see if they've got like a lighter, pretty kind of pastel-y pink color, but I do really like that one. So that's the Toffee shade. And there's the packaging. And then I also got the new Revolution Hydrocool Baking Powder in translucent. It says cooling effect and hyaluronic acid. It's a 1.05 ounce or 30 gram like plastic jar. And this guy here is made in China. And someone had left a comment putting this on my radar, but it is also in the new section on Ulta as well. But the number one ingredient in this is water. And so you guys know the Flower Nose Circus powder, that's my all-time favorite under eye setting powder, has got water in it. The closest thing that I have found to that Flower Nose powder, because it is discontinued, is this Ulta one, and this is super affordable. And it's also one that I've just been reaching for. Now, the white translucent one from this range does not have water in it, but this one does, which is the pink one. And this by itself is just a beautiful, beautiful under eye setting powder as well. So I bought this one thinking it would be kind of maybe in that realm of things or something that I could compare the Flower Nose to, and it's just not. Like, do you guys remember I had hauled, gosh, it was a big jar. It was expensive. I got it on Camera Ready Cosmetics. I was super excited for it. It had water in the powder, but it was one of those kinds, once it touches the skin, the powder almost turns into a cream, which when you're going to set like cream products, you know, that just does not work out. It pills, looks bunchy, and just really, really unflattering on the skin. So I was really disappointed with that powder, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it right now. But this one is along that same vein. It's not as bad as that other brand. But it's similar. It has this cooling effect, and when you go to set it on the skin, it wants to pull and kind of get this moisture effect that doesn't set a cream product. So I'm just not happy about it. I was hoping for, you know, Flower Nose vibes, but it's just not it. You know, it is talc-free, 62% water with hyaluronic acid in it. But if I can't set, you know, a cream product, which is what I use powder for, without it looking weird on the skin, like, what's the point? You know, I don't quite understand that. But the packaging, it just pops off like this component does. It doesn't twist where you can turn it really tight or anything, so it's not something that I would trust to travel. And then the component inside of here is got a little flip top like that. So you just dump some in the lid there. And I'll swatch it for you guys for what it's worth. But I'm not crazy about the powder. It's just not what I was hoping for. But yeah, it's got the cooling effect, and it has like this grippy kind of sticky feel to it. Not sticky, but grippy. We'll go with that right there. Doesn't work to set cream products on the face. It's the Revolution Hydro Cool baking powder right there. And then I also got one of the Morphe Byliner dual-ended gel pencils, and my mom kind of turned me onto this, and I had wanted to wear like a black eyeliner, pencil liner, because it had been so long since I put a black on the waterline. So I grabbed this because my mom bought 2 of these pencils in different colors and was telling me how much she loved them because they're really creamy and they last a long time. And so when I swatched them inside of Ulta, I swatched like 3 pencils, and like they're pretty budge proof on the skin. So I wanted to put one to the test on the waterline, and these do stay pretty darn well. So again, the Byliner dual-ended gel pencil, and the one that I got is Friend and Foe. 0.5 grams or 0.02 ounces times 2, because there's 2 shades, one on each end. And this pencil is made in Germany. So it's this guy right here. And I have got the Faux shade on, which is black with a little bit of sparkle. So I have got a little bit of the KVD pomade in green on the inner portion, and then I kind of faded it into that dark for my waterline today. And again, these pencils are really nice. So let me swatch. This one again is Faux. You can see how creamy it is for being super long wearing. It's got a little bit of that sparkle to it. And then the other shade is a deep, deep navy blue. Also very creamy. So that's Friend and Foe is the one that I got. I do get fading on the waterline on the outer portion, but for whatever reason, I didn't notice anything gathering on the inner corners of my eyes, which that is always a plus for me. That's the one place that I don't like liner to go, is on my inner corners. I also picked up one of the new Chanel Le Beige Healthy Golden Glow powders. They came out with 2 of these. It's like a duo cheek product. So I got Eclat de Soir. This is the box packaging, and 0.22 ounces of product, or 6.4 grams, and this is made in Italy. It is none other than a baked jelly product, and it'd been a while since at least it feels like it, since I bought a Chanel like cheek product, and these looked really pretty, so I went with it and got again the Eclat du Soir. And the little velvet pouch actually has got a different CC on it, which is fun to spice it up a little bit. And the packaging is standard Le Beige packaging. It'd be fun if they switched that up too. And then you got your Half Moon brush that I never use. And then you have 2 baked jelly cheek products. Now I've worn these separately and I've worn them mixed together, and they're just standard baked gelée with a nice shine to them. I don't feel like they did anything super special on my cheeks every time that I used them. They're just a nice baked gelée cheek color product is, I guess, the best way to explain it. So hopefully you can see in the swatches. I don't know, I was expecting something a little more special for the price tag, but not that they're not pretty, because they are pretty. They're just, in my opinion, nowadays, these are very, very basic baked gelées, you know? So, mixing them together, here, I'll mix them together on my fingers here. It kind of has this rosy bronze blush shade. And I've probably worn it more times like this than individually. So I got that guy. Again, this one is the Eclat de Soir, and there was some like imprinting on there, but I've kind of worn it off by now. And then last video I had mentioned how I just wanted to collect them all of the Smashbox Hot Sticks blush sticks. So I bought the other two shades. So I got Poppy Pick and Ultraviolet, and I'll swatch all 4 shades so you can see them all together, because now I do have them all. And I've got the Poppy Pick shade, this one right here, on my cheeks today. And yesterday I wore Ultraviolet, which is the more vibrant purple, and blended out. It's got this really pretty, like, slight pink undertone to it that looked really great with the eyeshadow look that I had on as well. So these are 0.17 ounces or 5 grams, and these guys here are made in the USA. So these guys right here, there are 4 shades total. So this is what the packaging looks like, and then the sticker color matches inside. So when I store them upside down so I can see the sticker shades on the bottom. So again, Poppy Pick is the one that I have got on my cheeks today. Very vibrant, very pretty, very punchy, easy to blend out, very pigmented. Can't say enough good things about them. So that one is Poppy Pick. And then we've got the purple one, which is Ultraviolet right here. And I just take a sponge and go right to the bullet and pick it up, and then I pounce it on my cheeks. So there's Ultraviolet. So you can see it's a purple, but it's got a pink undertone to it. And then we've got Hi-Fi Heat, which is the first one that I bought. And the one I believe I hauled last week is the shade Pink PNG right here. But just a beautiful lineup of cream blushes right here. Just kind of do a slight blend out so you can see. They're just really pretty. I really like them, and they're all, in my opinion, very fun summer shades too. So those are the Smashbox Hot Sticks right there. And then lastly, I did purchase the new Colourpop Beach Dreamin' Lilo and Stitch eyeshadow palette. Super, super cute. I contemplated grabbing the highlighter in that like PH blush too, but then I didn't. I just got the eyeshadow palette from the collection. There's a total of 13.5 grams or 0.48 ounces of product. And then the actual packaging is kind of has this soft matte feel to it. And then these parts are a little raised and kind of glossy. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I've got on my eyes today. There isn't a mirror in this one. And I have been loving the looks that I've been getting out of this palette. Again, I wore the same look yesterday because I liked it so much. You've got 2 of the pigment press glitters, and I call them pigment because they have color to them, but there are micro glitters in there with a really, really good base to them. Like, I never get fallout with them. I've mentioned it before, but Colourpop has kind of perfected the glitter eyeshadow in my opinion. So Island Time and then this shade right here, which is called Waves All Day, are the 2 that I've got on my lid, and those are the 2 with the micro glitter in them. And I've got this underneath the brow as well. But this is such a beautiful color story. They're magnetic as well if you want to pull them out. But I just love, love, love the looks I've been getting out of this palette. One of my favorites that Colourpop has done as of late. It's just really, really beautiful. And then this center row here. I don't know what's running outside. Something's running out there, but This almost has like this glowy factor to it. It's got purple, pink, blue glitters in it. It's so pretty. And then this bottom row. Isn't that a pretty color story though? I just love it. So again, that's the new Beach Dreamin' eyeshadow palette from Colourpop and the Lilo and Stitch collection. And that is actually everything that I have for the haul today. I know, my shortest one in a while. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.